why are we in a fake alt season and what should you do now? So, we're going to discuss about the market, go on few points, and then look at some charts. So first thing first, I think that's the thing we all realize is like Solana is lagging behind like many other altcoins. And that's why I told you, don't like go too hard on altcoins. And like if you have some BTC, for example, like go very slowly, I think Bitcoin dominance still strong, ETH still underperforming, Solana underperforming, so be cautious. Very few altcoins are overperforming, so you want to really build a conviction and load on them. So on this like Solana picture, so we are having like a figure out like kind of like weird pattern where it's getting weaker and weaker. We had the dump we were expecting, so we are around here. And I think it starts to become very interesting to post some bits. But you see like when you have like those patterns, it's not very bullish, so be careful. NFT pumped quite a lot and it's very volatile. So the thing with NFT is like you buy in like Ethereum and Ethereum is also moving. So that's why make sure like when you purchase an NFT, you understand that and you are 100% confident with that. And we are getting some big swing. I think I wanted to talk about Persona because I think it went like up to like 2x plus from our like entry point, and now it went down. And so of course some NFT have more hype than others, but I think there is a meta of like all the NFT collection that have things coming will have like some sort of pump and kind of like perhaps pump and dump. So of course everything I'm mentioning is not a financial advice, right? Always just sharing, thinking out loud. But they are very interesting, because of NFT, they are very illiquid. They can really pump hard, And so sometimes if you figure out there is some news or you front run a narrative, you can buy and then sell. I did one with Azuki. Oh my God, so slow. But yeah, I did one with Azuki. So Azuki, I was like, okay, let's front run like Pudgy, like airdrop, because I think Azuki is next. And this is why like it pumped hard. So I bought like 2, sold 1 already to secure some profit. But yeah, it went from like kind of like 2x around like that. So I secured 1. And Ethereum like pumped a bit, so that's even better. Secured 1, and I have still 1 that I think perhaps I will sell before the airdrop or anything, because I don't know well this collection, so I don't want to hodl or like to have a long-term exposure. So that was the thing with NFT. They could be very interesting, but build a conviction, enter at a proper price, and then you see what you monitor. And be careful because they are very illiquid. I think we saw it with like Pudgy. The floor price went down so much. So some opium here. I think the cool thing is about Ethereum ETF. So you can see that it's getting some traction. So we had during like 6-7 months no traction on like Ethereum ETF. That was very bad, and now it's getting to start some traction. So that's very interesting. I think perhaps guys are like, okay, not that Bitcoin is high, but perhaps like Ethereum like is getting interesting, and so you have some flows, So that's very interesting because the ETF are like driving the whole force for Bitcoin, and that's why for Solana ETF is probably coming next year, so it will be very interesting to front run that and to get some exposure. Then to like my skeptic friends who are like, yeah, Bitcoin at 100k, it's overvalued and everything. The thing is like, I don't say that Bitcoin at 100k is cheap. It's not cheap at all. It's like a $2 trillion asset almost. But we have plenty of news coming. We have Trump coming in, being like president. So we don't know what he's going to like tease or announce, but probably big things are coming. And even like in monthly or weekly, we are far from being like, I don't know, overheated. And I think that's the cool thing of this cycle. It's like, it's a bit slower, in how prices move. And I think this cycle, I don't say like it's different this time, but I think it will just like last perhaps a bit longer or like be slower, So that's something very, very interesting because the economy also is very slow. So we have crypto that is supposed to be very hot, but the economy is so slow, in so much pain that it's not helping crypto. So it's putting pressure on crypto. Then we have Murad, I love reading Murad because, it's the best way to learn about meme coins. And he's like so crazy, and so he's like, meme coins are the next step in this evolution. He's really building the narrative. These are the guys you want to read because they are building narratives. And so he's like gold, bonds, stocks, tech stock, altcoin, and then meme coins. So he's like, meme coins like flipping the crypto market. But that's very interesting to monitor because he has like so much impression, like 200K K plus views, you know. So that's very interesting. And I think meme coin are here to stay. Meme coin are getting smashed hard right now. So that's very interesting. We're going to get back on like many meme coin like Bonk, Pepe, Bread that we sold almost the top. So that's very cool. And see like if we can have some cool opportunities. Another thing is like the fact that, yeah, of course, Sailor is going like degen mode on like his like BTC like purchase, but he still have like plenty, I would say, of like cash. And of course, you know, I was one of the first to mention like further on like Sailor on like easy getting over leverage and everything, and can it leads to like nuking the market. I think it's something to monitor. He has built up his, I would say, leverage a smart way. So it makes it like, I don't know, way more resilient, I would say, than I thought at first. But still, we have to monitor that. But I think the cool thing is like, if we get like Trump with some announcements, it will probably push like Bitcoin higher, and it will make like Sailor safe, you know. And I hope he purchased like before the pump, like that Sailor is safe, and it's not a risk for the market, you know, to get some FUD or whatever. So now, like, are we in an alt season? I think that's the question everybody's asking. On my side, I think it's like just a very slow alt season, and we are in the phase where we had like some like a teasing of like the pump of like altcoins, and I think we still need like to have like a Bitcoin moving a bit higher or like consolidating before having an alt season that will be triggered by something like a macro event or whatsoever. So not rushing here, but very important to prepare, because on this green leg, it's getting close, you know, it's like 2 years since we haven't got that. So if we get a green leg, you want to be ready, because this green leg can change your life 100%. So be ready. You want to be like risk taker on this leg, but wait for confirmations and build your plan. Another one, I think I'm going to go very fast on that, is about the fact that, yeah, Solana is breaking records on chain. Honestly, the metrics looks insane. It's underperforming because of few things, because icons are not hot. Because I think Solana has like its hype, and like now it's like consolidating. But I think we could be surprised in getting something off of that later on. But it still need to get to grow in maturity, have big guys jumping in and pushing really for Solana. So not rushing, but very interesting. Now we're going to discuss about Bonk, very interesting one. I think it was one of our like best trade this year, not in returns, but in when we entered, when we exited, you know. So I really entered like Bonk after like this consolidation phase and like these ups, downs. We entered like around here, and we did like more than a 2x, exited here, and now we are waiting. And I'm not buying back, you know. I think in one of my previous videos, I was like, is Bonk getting sexy at like minus 40%? And I was like thinking, because people want to get back in, I was like, no, I'm waiting. And I'm still waiting. And that could be the bottom, and I could be wrong, but I would rather wait, you know. And I think that's the thing of this cycle have changed, and that's why I think I'm getting way better at trading and like investing. Is like I really build convictions, know when to size and know when to like be out and wait. So that's very important. Now a small shout out to Believe, that has a crazy volatility. So you know, we shared it like below like 50k, then we had it like another conviction at 600k, and now it went like to $3 million and went down. So of course you see the volatility is crazy. It's because like it's a meme coin, and it's like only on chain, and liquidity is thin, and so it's moving like crazy, you know, because people are like panicking, buying, panicking, and everything. So that's normal, you know, that's part of the game. But that's also interesting because there is opportunities, you know. Had some friends, they wanted to grow their bags. You wait for like big like discounts, price to like calm down or like start to, I don't know, you know, cool off in terms of like how it goes down. And then you enter, and you can definitely get like some juicy trade. So once again on this one, I really recommend you to check the website, check the Twitter, check the Telegram. Also link in the bio. We have I'm sharing like one of my public Telegram channel where you can get some updates. I'm just thinking out loud about Believe, and it's very interesting, you know. Do your research on this one. I think it has a great potential of becoming a cult, and that's the thing we want. So I don't have the Murad screenshot here, but we don't want like animals coin or whatsoever, because it's very limited in terms of like size, or it's a bit different. We really want cults, you know, because cults are the way to go. And the thing is really growing, you know, because I think compared to when we were here, I don't remember exactly. So at the same market cap, I think we had like 600 like holders, not like only 100 like followers on Twitter. And I think in the group channel, I don't remember because exactly, but I think it like has been up like 5x. And that's the cool thing. It's like you want to have the market cap growing for meme coin, but with all the metrics growing. And that's the thing, like I'm monitoring closely to select like some meme coins. I have some on my watch list these days that I want to purchase. It's like I'm really monitoring like how healthy like all the metrics are growing and everything, because that's the thing that matters a lot. And this is where you can get like the big returns. So that's one very interesting, but crazy how volatile it is. So I'm not a big fan of trading here, but I think it's better to like post limit orders, try to accumulate on key zones, to wait, to not rush to buy it. You know, that's something very, very important. But yeah, that was a small shout out to it. So now let's talk a bit more about the prices. So the video is a bit too long, but I will try to go fast on that. I think the hard thing here is like we have a super strong Bitcoin that hasn't like went down quite a lot or just flush. And here I was mentioning like I was a bit frustrated because the price went up like 8% I think here, and some alts like went up, but I was saying that the order flow was really looking shit, you know, like it was horrible order flow. So the same thing, you know, when you are in a bull run, order flow can be bad and price could still go up, you know, so you have to be cautious. But here it was really looking bad. We have this fake like blow off like on new all-time high, didn't ape. We had some few shorts open. We opened some few shorts and then the price went down. And now the market is really struggling. You know, I see like WIF at $2.26. That's crazy. I think it's down 50% plus since like the last high. So that's crazy. And so and I have like few coins I want to purchase, you know. And I think what's interesting here is like with this like Solana is that I think we could get a buy opportunity pretty soon. Will depend, but it's getting mature in terms of like price. The order flow is looking way better. Like it's looking very clean. So that's something very interesting, you know, to start to see if we get like a week. I will definitely jump in and buy spot. On Ethereum, you know, don't have a big conviction. I sold a bit here, but I'm not really rushing into buying. I think if I buy some ETH is because I think there is opportunity like on DeFi or like on NFT, and to start to get to start and buy back in. Let's check Bonk. So Bonk was the one, so that was our kind of our trades. Of course, we didn't sold the top, but kind of like here. And I think when it was going down in the previous video, I was like, it's down 40%. So where is 40%? Yeah, 37%. So it was here. I was like, is it a good buy? And I was like, I feel I will not buy it and I don't want to buy it, but perhaps some guys will jump in. In previous cycle, I would have jumped in, but now I don't jump in because I know to be very patient and to maximize my odds. And now we went to minus 52% and we are at minus 50%. And that's why you have to trade, you know, because if you don't trade here, unlikely you make money. And you know, that's the truth of this cycle. That's why this cycle is so hard. It's like, if you don't trade, unlikely you will make money. Another one that's getting interested is like this Popcat. You know, I think when it went down here, we were like, okay, let's buy. And it went up. I was like, okay, not a big fan. So we sold quite a lot. And now it's down quite a lot. And I'm waiting to have a better entry price. I'm not a big fan of like, you know, buying those like weird dips, to be honest. Which coin can we talk about? Yeah, I think Cookie is an interesting one because it's rallied so hard. So I think, I was a VC investor here. Went down, perhaps I should update the video. So I sold a bit here, I don't remember. Then I bought back here. I think double my allocation size, and it went up, and I sold pretty much like all my bag here. And it can go up. I will not be kind of like stressed or whatsoever, I would say. But it was a very good one. And you can see like, because I was a VC investor in it, because I think I should do a video on it, is like it helps me like better understand the thing and like buy back and trade it, you know. Now I really like to trade coins I invest in. I think I will stop here for the video because it's already 14 minutes. But feel free if you have any question to put in the YouTube comments, to like, subscribe, share to your friends, and really add comments. I can do a dedicated video on your comments, you know. So feel free to do so, and hope you get like enjoy this video and you get like some vibe of what's going on with the market.